You loaded? Oh, you loaded. Mind me just sitting here, looking to myself and waiting for this nonsense to load. I'm going to assume it is loaded. It's actually alive. Yay! Since I don't have all the time in the world, you just about now. For the moment, I would say around an hour. But if I'm going to do something impromptu, because I want to play something, and I don't want to start anything, well, new, basically. I will, however, start something a bit more planned this evening. But until then, we shall go on a bit of an adventure. Basically, a bit of a cleanup. Oh, well, I already did the cleanup now. It's basically story time, so... not the worst in the world, I can say, so far. Now, reload. Oh, I actually need then to remember how I set things up, because I changed a few things around while thinking of myself very smart. Problem is, when you think yourself very smart, more often than it turns out that you made some, you know, probably oversight. And then you kinda, you know, end up hating yourself forever. And ever, and ever, and ever. But yeah, since we are pressed for time, let us change things around like this, like this, like this, and here we are. Right. Give you a bit of an overview of what has happened. As you might remember, there was this area full of fire shit. I cleaned all the fire shit because, well, fire shit is in the way. There was something like a boss fight, I suppose, against some flaming nonsense thing and its totem, which revived all its minions. That was a pain in the ass to deal with, but I murdered it. Then there was, you know, this little group down here full of nonsensical undead, which I also murdered. I was not in the church because I'm kind of thinking that in the abandoned church is probably going to be quest relevant in the near future. Also, here's the way out to the next main area, apparently. The next quest area and stuff, you know. Apparently, I'm not too sure. It's just reloaded and it was like, yeah, I set you down in a new area. And I'm like, okay, I don't want to go there yet. Apart from that, there's this guy down here still alive. This little group of undead that was here, I murdered. Murdercated. Yeah, everything is cleared and did I finish a few quests? Yeah. Basically, some of the small one, like, you know, Kitty Love and stuff like this. Basically, I finished the Black Cove and everything that has to do with that, and yeah, that basically was it. Now I'm sitting here and I'm like, where is my fucking reveal spell?
It seems the spell worked. Well, if Evelyn's inside, she'll have plenty to answer for.
I can picture it now.
Because as you can see,
Afternoon, milady. Have you any councillors' corpses lying around, perchance?
that's a reasonable question in this case, milady. As we are missing a corpse, and you know, I would very much like to find out where that corpse is. But here we go. As you can see, also see I have some nice equipment sitting around, and usual nonsense. And I bought myself finally some actual fire spells. And there's spells so I can actually do some damage with that, you know. But yeah, generally speaking, I'm quite happy with what I have achieved. It, however, was a...
Center. Here? I've got to warn the others.
Maybe next time, instead of screaming, run. I would say that would have probably worked out better for you, anemic cultist. Who has decided to set the anemic cultist as a bloody freaking guard? I will admit that was a very horrible idea. I mean, it's not like, I guess it was not like they really expected anyone to find this freaking hidden cove that requires a bloody fucking... a bloody fucking revealed specialized spell.
Oi, is you the one what locked this here gate? We need to speak to Evelyn.
Why do you need to see Evelyn?
Well, myself, I need a hand choosing drapes for me kitchen windows. Are you daft? I need to inform her about the happenings in the Black Cove.
Now she has even more to answer for.
But since my lady seems to have barred her gates to the likes of us, why don't you tell her this, small bones? We've run into us. Can't you recognise a fellow immaculate when you see one? Just 'cause I got twice your strength in my little toe, don't mean we ain't equal in the goddess's eyes.
I'm pretty much a lot more equal than you, I would say.
I reckon if you don't already know, that may be above your pay grade. Take it up. Is that right, small bones? Maybe you can give me a single good reason for I rip your arms out.
Well, okay. Take my stone. Oh no, he's beaten my stone. Take my stone again. What you gonna do about it? Yeah, take another stone.
Fair enough, small bones, fair enough.
Well, we saved ourselves some trouble. More than trouble, just annoyances, basically. Because, you know, at this point in time, it's not like I can't beat them. It's more like I don't really want to deal with this nonsense. I mean, sure, I could probably attack them right now and be like, oh, double XP. But I would say to such cheap methods, basically. A second I wanted to say something else, and then I kinda reconsidered. I was like, no, let's go with cheap instead. Because it is just cheap, you know. If you ring a game for every little bit of XP you can get, your characters will act in ways that are in no way, shape or form reasonable.
I think I'll stay off that particular device.
Ah, you don't say.
These fellows are so focused on their work, they seem to be impervious to any other distractions.
Even the hollering of orcs couldn't shake them out of their strange stupor.
Who goes there?
You! Stop! Stop hiding!
I'm not hiding, you know.
Immaculate!
Lee!
I actually wanted to get right smack dab in the middle of you so I can start murdercating you. Yeah.
Off the dragon.
Can I actually hit you from here? I can.
Eternal silence awaits you.
You're the cultist I need to murder, so I'm very much sorry to say, but going to live for very long or get very happy. I'm very much sorry to say. Now then, since most of you are in front here, we are. Whoops! Trip him! Tripping on bones, man! That's such a nasty attack if you do it with a Skype headset. It's just looks fucking nasty, doesn't it? Do I have anything for that particular range? I could. Would however feel like a waste. Yeah. Be frozen in place, you mongrel. What you gonna do? Are you gonna freeze her? Or you think that's gonna impress her? You do know there's somebody else here who is very much capable of doing horrible shit to you. Oh well, would be able to do horrible shit to you if he didn't decide to fall to his fucking knees. Now, how many do we have left? Two more. One of them is frozen, one of them is stunned, isn't it? Generally speaking, this should be the end of the turn. It's always good to see that I'm right. Alright, first things first. We need to deal with you.
Flash fire!
Well, you burnt your comrade, but I'm sure he's gonna forgive and forget. You're still frozen, you are free again. Are you a fighter? Yeah. Just get rid of that ranger if at all possible. Have you got enough? Ouch. Don't do that, that hurts. I mean, not really, but that hurts. The question now is, of course, is this reasonable? Is there any need really for murdering them? I mean, I guess you can argue that probably, maybe, potentially not. Yeah, as if. They're quite literally the main enemy we have here. We are going to murder those freaking non-people like there's no bloody tomorrow. I'm the only one who thinks that combat is over, or should be over. Oh. I kinda missed one, didn't I? You actually don't have a beep on my map. That explains why I didn't hit you on my radar anymore. I was like, oh no, everybody's dead. Ah, so close, yet so far.
Piercing cold.
Combat over? Combat over. Finally. He resurrects scroll. I must admit those are bloody fucking useful. Because you do kinda get down sometimes, you know, that's not something you can really do much about. Guess you could say that's just part and parcel of how it is in the adventure business sometimes, you know. Sometimes things work out, sometimes things just, yeah, take a bit of a turn for the worse. And again, considering that we've faced quite a few enemies, we have not really lost much. I didn't even need to use one freaking healing spell. That is something I would say speaks very much for how much more prowess we have gained. The high art of adventuring. Yeah. Or at least something like it. Now then, I don't know what sick nonsense you do here. I mean, apart from the obvious, which
Someone else
is
got here first.
yeah, which is, you know, necromancy. Because, you know, I'm not an idiot. I know a necromancer's lair when I see one, and this has all that. This ticks all the boxes, basically. This, for example, here. This is what basically tells me, like, yeah, there's probably going to be necromancy in it.
More junk.
But we can sell that junk. Don't take it out on me, man. That just gives me constitution, right? Yeah. Which is good, mind you. It gives me more HP potentially, but it doesn't give me more of a direct healing. Sadly enough. This is something I will miss. I need more healing spells. Because I mean, this one here, you know, it has a cooldown. Yes, Savage Spell. Me at best I can heal one. That's only true whenever put a Jahid here. Okay, is that your name? Jahan, my apologies, I forgot your name. Has not anything better to do, like when the fire area fight. I was sitting there and going like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, I need to heal. And I was like, oh shit, I need fucking rain spells and stuff, and he's the only one who has them.
Counselor Jake, made undead. How dare you waste your time on petty tricks while Brachus Rex is still underground? Have you forgotten your task?
Leandra, I wasn't expecting you. The counselor, he's... If I had known his fate concerned you,
Silence! You will address me by my title, you ungrateful little girl.
As will I, oh conduit. Let me stress how lovely it is to see your face once more. Even in my present condition.
Your function has been served, Counselor. I thank you for your efforts.
I live. I died only for your cause.
Apparently the counselor.
I do so despise dealing with one matter twice, Evelyn. I won't tolerate another such misstep. Pray that my ire will subside. Go on, pray.
I guess that's the most we can get out of this. Now then, time to go shore hunting.
Curse your stupidity, Evelyn. Look over there. Your foolish games have brought source hunters into our very midst.
Where, what did you expect when you killed the counselor?
I have no time for these distractions. Brachus Rex's resurrection is at hand. Deal with these insects and join me. Understand?
Sounds problematic.
Of course, oh holy conduit, I will deal with them swiftly.
See to it that you do.
You! Your stomping through my affairs has cost me dearly. More dearly than you'll ever know. What a pleasure it will be to see the source shred your every last sinew.
Well, then it is true. You are a sorcerer.
Yes, a sorcerer, disciple of blood, chaser of life everlasting. For a true sorcerer, death is but an inconvenience to rid oneself of, Hunter.
Yeah, I can see that, but then again, you are not a zombie yourself, now are you? Your argument falls short, little miss.
Brachus Rex,
It's always Brachus Rex this, Brachus Rex this. Oh, he is the Sorcerer King. Why is everybody so bloody busy sucking his freaking cock all the time? Jesus Christ. If I had even half the amount of people willing to give me a blowjob, I'd probably get nothing done anymore. So what is the council doing here, and what have you done to him?
That wretch is but a thrall, a tool, but the conduit trusted him. I was determined to find out why, and resurrected him.
Yeah, and you probably made yourself a bit of
His unwillingness to cooperate has proven something of an annoyance, but no matter.
Well, tell me more about the lady you call the conduit.
She is our leader, Leanne. But no, you are not worthy of such knowledge.
She says
The
after she
bird
just
does
told
not
me.
explain to the worm why it devours it.
So, well, yeah, let's ask the obvious questions. Nobody ever knows because you apparently cannot read lore or anything that is encountered in the world. Who is Brachus Rex? Alright, try to resurrect
He was
him.
the greatest sorcerer ever to have lived.
Yeah.
He will aid us in our task, Hunter.
Okay,
All
let
you
me
have seen,
give you a scenario
all
here,
we
yeah?
are trying to
One
do,
level in here, our little
this
sorcerer
is
here.
but the
She doesn't
beginning.
even manage to get one bloody fucking zombie to do her bidding. And she thinks, for some bloody fucking reason, that with enough sorcery, using the source, they could get Brachus Rex, the big bad of all time, to do their bidding. Seriously, your plan has a whole few holes there. Either your conduit has something up her sleeve that is massive, really massive, or you're deluding yourself quite a bit. That healing stone you had, so I say.
You mean my bloodstone, I suppose? Ha! I'll put it simply. We start with Starstone. A pretty gem, but hardly special. If imbued with blood, Starstone contains the power to heal, to save a great life. A great... Considering the imminent turn of the tide, Source Hunter, you should trust me.
Source will live again, you say. Ooh, amuse me greatly, why don't you? Quite a nice team you've got there.
These flames bite deep.
As they do.
Keep up!
That's quite a nice opening move you have there. But I can do that too. You might have thought to yourself, Summon a zombie.
Until the headless man sings.
Indeed. And sing he will and shall. Dash power restored. Fast track. Make yourself hasted. Wow, that has eaten health like nobody's business. A bit out of range to heal her though. Then again, she has just quite literally murdered most of my enemies, so I suppose a healing spell would be in order. Not the most efficient way of doing things, but I expected you to do that. That was the same. Whenever I summon Nick, which also part of, I don't even know if a short date. Did I don't know. Well, let's not care about that overly much.
Through the gauntlet with pleasure.
Alas, scared in the way.
Not enough action points, you say. Really, you're taking damage like no one's business. She's still alive, mind you, which is quite superbly, all things considered. Now I will need winged feet if I'm going to move in there, because otherwise I'm going to burn to death before I can actually do anything. Why are you still... Why are you? Game is like, I'm going to light you right about now. And he's stunned. Now he's stunned too. What? Why do you think? Yeah, no, I don't think we can reach you. Finger clicking. See, now at least it makes the rather obvious sense for you to come from the above. While you are stunned, you are only diseased anymore. Yeah. Kinda figured we might be able to murder it. Point being, yes, we were. She's stunned, eh?
Clouds my vision.
I can't tell, but it does cloud your vision quite severely, I'd say. I will have to say this combat could have gone a bit better so far.
Spirits of eternal flame to my aid.
Immune to warm. I can't really do damage to that fucker, can I? No matter how you see it, he is hardly resistant. Come on, poisoner again. He kinda deserves it, you know. Actually interested. Can I even hit you? Not really. And I also cannot freeze you. Can I knock you down? Yes, I can. I should probably use my cure wounds before. Okay, you're healing because of the fucking... I see what's going on here. And she tripped. Let it rain so that the fire might go away.
To drown my sorrows with ale.
Yeah, me too, but sometimes, you know, sometimes you don't have much of a choice there. Knack. Knack. Bitter cold. Can't see target. Well, if I can't see the target. Kinda leaves me with a bit of a problem, I would say. Help. They say never shoot blind. I say, screw you. I can shoot blind. And I can hit.
A blizzard of blows.
Interesting. The point is, I can do it, and I'm not going to hit anything. It kinda seems like she's trying to run away, and she ran right into that attack of opportunity. And she's attacking the spider for some bloody reason. Nobody really knows why. But she kinda decided that, yeah, attacking the spider, that is probably the best course of action I can go for. Let's not overdo it. He's almost dead. And she's dead.
The Source Hunter. Dear dead heaven told me you had landed in Seal, drawn to my source-riddled corpse like flies to excrement.
It's one way of saying it. Be a little zombie Jake.
Well, here I am. A man no longer. A monster instead. Unworthy of a conduit's grace. The very same. Jake, counselor by day. Sorcerer by night. Martyr in death.
Oh yes, calling yourself a martyr, so what exactly do you implying here?
You contest it, huh? You presumptuous. Leandra! Oh, it wasn't to be. I was struck down in the prime of my sorcery. And by whom? Leandra's own sister.
Oh, tell me about your murder first, I think.
A tale of woe.
At Misty Midnight, King Crab in myself, Leandra, Ikara, and a stranger whose identity never established.
It was there to meet with this stranger, and have I heard sounds of passion at first, but later of angry. She swerved past me, and oh, I can still feel the man lay on the floor, struck down. But not a moment later, Ikara burst through the window, and I was defenseless. She savagely tore
You were killed by her sister?
Ikara! I spit on every
The White Witch, eh?
They call her the White Witch.
Oh, right.
She is powerful in her own right, but never would I have thought
You must know more about her.
little indeed. What concern was that foul woman of mine witch, perhaps, but she shunned her sister's teachings. Can you believe? Oh, take vengeance upon her, blessed Leandra. I invoke you. Open her
Power provided in...
grasp her. She who thought herself the when she realized the conduit had been in the inn the night I was killed. She couldn't. She brought me back to unlife so that I would reveal what I knew. She wanted to work her way back into
If you mentioned resurrection projects, do you know anything about that?
Yes. Brackus Rex has no equal. You do not realize it yet, and I am of little use to Leandra's cause now. My worm-eat.
The immaculate snake sprouts a new head wherever we look. If our murder victim's one of them crazy cultists, anyone could be.
Un, dos. Bit of a wasteful use, admittedly, but you know, worse. Oh yeah, now we're going to stand there for like a minute and be like, huh? Life again. So first things first, as per usual, pick up all the stuff. Hey, we got back a few resurrection scrolls. Used one, gained two, I would say.
Martin!
That is a reasonable deal, at least. Not a great deal, mind you. Ah, necromancy. So easy to tell whenever they try it, so to speak.
Ready to advance, ready to defend. What can I do for you?
Yeah, don't you worry about it. I'm just, you know, taking my sweet time, picking up all the stuff. Wait. An ink pot ink fill. You never know when you need that. I don't know when you actually have to write something, you know? Yeah, apparently I would say the plot is thickening slowly but surely. Oh, this looks like a pretty horrible place to sit down. And yes, I can absolutely see that you want to...
May the pain wrought by sword and sorcery stalk this stiff, stirring strumpet beyond the shores of death. She dabbled with flesh like a child with its pudding. She was deaf to the screams of her victims as she made the scalpel glide through exposed limbs with the easy grace of birds through air. And for what? For nothing but to command death.
Well, that is usually how it goes with
The
necromancers.
true necromancer. It is life he wants to command. Immortality. Achieve this, and the screams of agony will not have thundered forth from tortured throat. Exactly so. Glory be this noble pursuit.
Indeed, a noble pursuit might ends up with me being freaking immortal. Of course I'm gonna do horrible things to
Let
that
us
girl.
so now to pursue said promise with haste and...
What does my little quest log say? Ein Witch. Council or rather, Zombie Jake told us he was murdered by the White Witch. Ikara is deceased of the Andra. Search for Brockus Rex. Both Evelyn and Jake belonged to a Colpus leader. Strike rise of the ancient Sorcerer King with such earth with nothing short of apocalyptic. Neos kept the friends selected on the way to Brockus Rex grave. We must find out where his abomination would bury these. Horse Hunters Jr. My purpose was to see the direction of ancient Sorcerer King called Brockus Rex, a master. Henry was trying to do so still. She must be stopped. Admittedly, yes. That seems to be the sort of business where sorcerers would be like, oh yeah, we should absolutely, definitely stop that. But it also means we found... Oh shit, there he comes again.
Source Hunter, you have done it, haven't you?
Sure I
You've
have.
discovered the fate by the gods. No one could have predicted such a dark turn of events. This is worse than my deepest fears made manifest.
Horrible, isn't it?
It just cannot be that they aim to resurrect him. Brachus Rex.
Himself in the flesh.
Cannot be.
No, it can be. Yeah, take a gift. Why is everybody always so shocked? Like, it cannot be. No, why the fuck wouldn't it be? You wouldn't just resurrect.
Did it sprout legs and run away?
I mean, you wouldn't just resurrect some nobody from the fucking. Like, oh, look at this. It's an ancient zombie of the third server in the restaurant. That was never popular. Even 2000 years ago. Still impressive achievement for somebody.
Forgive me, this news just so very upsetting.
It's so upsetting that you need to turn into a cat, apparently.
It was the king of tyrants.
Hmm.
Embodiment of terror. The lunatics that
Yeah,
seek
greatly.
his
Look
rise
at him.
must be stopped, whatever the cost. I do indeed. Brachus would unseat the king of demons in sheer perfidy and malice given half a chance. For the world, for you and I to suffer his perversions once more is unthinkable.
Is that so?
The possibility of his return is more than I can bear. And Ikara, that she has been dragged into this sorry
know where we
business
should
adds,
look.
there have long been rumors that Brachus's corpse was interred in the vaults beneath the abandoned Church of the Seven,
Well, that explains it.
Sicil's eastern hinterlands. That place is crawling with undead these days, so the rumors may well be true. Where Leandra go? Come to think of it, did anyone in Evelyn's lair mention the name Cassandra?
Oh no, not to my knowledge.
It's nothing, Hunter. Nothing. My mind is reeling, but I'll feel better soon.
Why do you bemoan Ikara's
After,
involvement?
she is a great woman, Hunter. A champion of all that is good and pure. I can only surmise that she is on to her sister's sinister schemes.
We saw
which
the leader
makes
of this
me
group,
fear
yeah.
for her
He's
safety more
sorceress.
than any- Leandra. I know her, though I haven't seen her in years. She's as smart as 10 wizards put together, Hunt. Now, you said Jake and Evelyn called her the Conduit, didn't you? In that case, she may just be the elusive head of the Immaculates.
What are the
There's
Immaculates?
a village in the forests north of Sicil where a new religion has taken hold. Its followers call themselves... This
Interesting.
village is called Silverglen. And if my suspicions turn out to be correct, there is sorcery at work there.
Oh, and what about that
Alas,
stranger?
I haven't the foggiest. The Legion didn't find a second body at the scene of the crime, so maybe he escaped with his life after all. And I will see if I can find out more about Ikara's involvement. But in the meantime, please.
Brachus Rex's name alone is enough to turn our friendly neighborhood wizard into a scaredy cat.
I wonder why this ancient specter spooks him so. Arhu doesn't strike me as the type to scare very easily.
Yeah, the witch kinda makes me worried.
And so the mystery is solved. Councillor Jake was murdered by this so-called White Witch, Ikara. But as it stands, I guess our next concern is Brachus Rex.
Then we know what we must do next. Pursue Leandra and stop her before she brings Brachus Rex back.
Agreed. If Brachus is half as dangerous as...
To put it mildly, absolutely. If he is even half as dangerous as all of that, that's gotta be a long-standing problem.
overheating here.
That's because, you know, if he's the Sorcerer King and we are Source Hunters, that would put us in direct opposition. And, in fact, frankly, it sounds like a pain in the ass, doesn't it?
Toasty!
Toasty! Very toasty.
On the mend.
Into the fray
Now,
once more.
where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away?
I could do
Did
it
it sprout legs and run away?
I'm overheating here.
It most certainly did not. The only aspect I find mildly infuriating, the fact that I have to listen to the very same bloody few lines over and over and over and over again. Hey, don't get me wrong. Could be worse. Not much though. Not much, mind you. We are reaching dangerous territory here. Territory where I'm like, oh fuck you. Quite literally.
Oh, where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away?
Shut up about your fucking pepper. I swear to God, woman. I'll murder you where you fucking stand. Have I made myself clear? Jesus Christ. Hey, me baby. Hey, my baby. Hey, me. Murder you, gonna murder you, gonna murder you like you
Where is my
fucking
pepper?
wouldn't
Did it
believe.
sprout legs and run away? Ah, there it is.
I said that this woman really wants to get murder-cated. Main
Oh, where is my
problem
pepper?
I have
Did it
with
sprout legs and run away?
elemental weaponry is that you never know when you
I could do
encounter
with a
a
cold drink.
fucking thing that is immune to it, or even worse, gets healed by it. I mean, in this case, fire against the undead, pretty sweet deal.
Overheating here.
Shut up! Thank you. Now then, I guess, Cassandra, who art thou? Putting Charo, the central breakfast Rex. Hey, Twitch. I'd also tried this quest, but the area was a bit tough, you know. And there's the Undead Scourge. Actually, do I have that thing? That will thing? I should have. Please take my lockbox. Oh. But they should sustain you for quite some time. Interesting. Now then, the question is, are we feeling prepared to do this? And so, I haven't been at the end times for quite a while. Haven't I found a few stones yet?
Welcome back, source hunters. I've been... Ah, it's happened. It's all... You know I'm sure this is...
We've already gone through this. It's basically like, oh no, you found a stone. Now suddenly some new areas are open. And I'm like, wow. Wow, seriously. Yeah. Yeah, I really don't know how to make a good story, do you? You have not surprised me in the slightest. So many inactive portals. I mean, when you take a look around, it's like, oh shit, there are portals among portals among portals among portals to the Hall of Heroes.
I wonder who awaits you in the next chamber.
They're probably going to call me a nuisance, considering that time probably the first being whoever
What an
comes in
impressive
here.
room.
So it is. A hall fit for kings.
My friend, don't know who you are, but friend and ally sounds good for the moment. Right, this is the area where my companions should technically stand if they aren't, you know, standing where they are captured. Yeah, all worth shit. And then there's stuff like this.
Blood-blooded.
Yes, you already told me I have apparently become fucking weak as all that.
Well, wouldn't it? Of course.
And I'm sitting here like, I don't care. Esteemed generals. Esteemed indeed. Can't even see it for all the nonsense that's on the table. I mean, on one hand it's like, yes, on the other it's like, oh god, you're overdoing it. I get it, yeah, there is supposed to be lots of stuff on the fucking table, yeah. Oh boy, you can't overdo it. I'm just gonna point it out.
Who do you think the creature in there was?
I haven't the foggiest. But the eerie bit is that she seemed to know us.
Aha! The Starstone for now. In the meantime, and in the interest of saving time, please tell me your thoughts about the lady you talked to in the Hall of Heroes during your pre-deceive dessert. But no, hold your chattering tongue, Zigzags. You have my thanks. I wonder who awaits you in the next chamber.
I don't know, but I'm just gonna go there.
This place looks rather cozy, doesn't it?
It does.
Does it?
Almost like-
Fangs of the Void. It is true. She told me she had seen. Yet never would I have believed the scurrilous sentinels themselves. It is miraculous. Look at what you have become. What was you?
Demon.
And none too friendly either.
Yeah, I kinda call those bitches, basically. Not a very nice guy.
My old chest. Why do I remember it?
I don't know, but if you find something out here and you remember it, it's probably not a good sign. Oh, I see. It has a little bot joined me. That's very nice of him. Come along and entertain me. Don't worry, I will take care of that very soonish, but before that... No. Rapid bites, whatever. Damn, away you go. Evil little creature. Ancient gyres everywhere.
What am I doing? This isn't my chest and I know it.
Well, you know it. How?
My old chest. Why do I remember it?
I can quite literally not tell you. Oh, I can change things here. That's cool. Cool indeed. I mean, that's not really necessary, mind you, but I guess it's cool if after a while you're like, more sweet and dandy, but I don't know, the looks is not really fitting anymore, I want to change things. I'd feel rather happy with that option. As for me personally, I'm like, yep. Rarely do I do this. Usually I try to set it up and just take it as is, because, you know, it kinda ends up a bit annoying otherwise. Zoop. More and more places getting available. That's nice and dandy, I would say, but also, you know. Strange enough, I suppose. Strange enough. So far, so good. It's those two. I can see light code cup. I don't know where this comes from.
The Lady of Time, the Weaver. Good to see you on the shelter plane, most certainly. Ah, yeah. I can't think of a better place to gather. So you have the inner chamber. The tapestry has shown me that these were. They are yours now. The chosen two anew. Like you, she is like the imp said to the ballista operator. Shoot.
Okay, guess we cannot get much out of here.
I wonder, do you know more about the void? What it is? What lies at the heart of it?
What lies at its heart? Why, nothing, of course. The great absence of all that even the gods cannot comprehend. It eludes us.
Well, I guess we can only really go to the church and go like, yeah, okay. Now, as I said, and as you might remember, this nonsense here, this undead nonsense, I dealt with. Took a few reloads and a few more sitting around and trying out, and oh boy. It was horrible. But, as usual, the point is, it ended in victory. Then I was here and I was looking around and I was like, well, okay. Down here is the area where it was. And then there's the side area here, where I found this through my perception. And there's a hedge apparently that lead there. So I'm assuming it's going to be through the church.
As you try to enter the church, the statues that flank its heavy oaken doors address you.
Hold your horses, stranger. This holy hall may be entered by those who are loyal to the goddess only. And even eyes of stone can see you are no such creature.
Oh.
Ha! Who are those loyal to the goddess, it asks. They are those who have seen the powers of blood, ignorant one. It is a wish we cannot grant, unless you prove you have knowledge. How is she known among the loyal? The exalted one. She who speaks for the goddess.
Sure. Gonna try to lie.
You feign piety to cloak ignorance.
Well, okay, apparently the statues are gonna fight me now. Let me guess, statues are probably not going to burn very well.
As hot as the hell you will soon inhabit.
You know. They're telling me that I can quite literally not do much in the way of damage to it.
Time for some fancy footwork.
Okay, how am I supposed to murder something that is apparently not really taking any damage? Well, now that is some damage. Not much though. Jesus, that's not much. This is the amount of damage I can expect to actually pull out, and this is going to take fucking forever, isn't it? Well, at least as long. Really bloody slow. Now you're blind, you should have some potential problems actually hitting stuff. Yeah,
There's no escaping the spider's kiss.
Let's summon some more creatures of nonsensical power. Made a critical hit and it did nothing. That's a great beginning, I would say. Actually, can I freeze you? I can. That's at least the beginning. See, all of that, you're not really doing enough damage to make this reasonable.
heart beats too slowly to sustain me.
I'm going to assume that that is not going to work.
Blitzbolt!
Okay, there must be a better solution for this. Otherwise, it's gonna be annoying as fuck. Well then, we have at least proven that this is quite dangerous. Well then, luckily for us, we still have another option. Which is this again. Now this is of course not really an area I'm looking forward to dealing with, as you know. It has a tendency to be quite murderous, but oh well. Well indeed, I suppose. Let's go in there. Then try and then at any other enemy that is then I need to find out how to deal with fucking annoying inside here again. And I'm going to assume
I feel like I've just had a long bath in a cold lake.
yeah, but if you're lucky, then at least lava will not murder you. Which apparently is not the case, because we apparently cannot seem to really cool it. Not an idiot, Am I?
I need to dry off.
I mean, this doesn't seem to work. Why doesn't it work? Why does nothing likes to work like I want it to? Yeah. Because that would be too easy. Well, I suppose so. Generally speaking, if I can deal with the lava the normal way, then what precisely can I do actually? That's not going to help me. Can't imagine that being enough. To the fucking lava. Hey, where's the rest of my team? Why are you back there? Why are you moving so fucking slow? What is taking you so long? Why is it that nobody apparently seems to be willing to work with me here? Could you useless people move it? For fuck's sake, we're trying to do something here, people.
Hold! Our enemies have laid a trap.
This is gonna be the very same scenario I had before, isn't it? I mean, that is a genuinely problem, isn't it? I mean, to be fair, we got the key now. Which doesn't really help us much. But alas, my time is already over again, sadly enough, so I will be back with this at some point in the near future. This evening, though, we will have, what was it? Golden Sun, most likely. But yeah, let me bid you adieu for now. Have a good one and all that, and I shall be back soonish.